I'm feeling anxious about putting this video out. It's been a long time since I posted anything on my channel. I had this big idea about what this YouTube channel was going to be like and how it was going to help people, and I had all these dreams and aspirations about what I could do for people, and I let that become such a big thing that it felt like it wasn't something that I was capable of delivering. And so that's got me thinking a lot about why I haven't posted for so long. Every week I've been telling myself I'm going to post a new video, and every week there's been some kind of new excuse about why I can't do it. And I think that's down to one thing which affects all of us, and that is perfectionism. I think perfectionism has been a huge problem in my life, and it became obvious to me last week. I was heading home from work, listening to a podcast, and they mentioned about this study. And when I got home to my girlfriend's place, we were chatting, and coincidentally she had been reading a book which referenced the exact same study. And when I heard about it, it made complete sense to me. So the study goes like this. Basically, there was an art teacher. She had her students, 40 odd students, and they were given a project, and that project was for a week or so. And they had two options. So they had to produce work. The first option was that they could spend the entire week producing one piece of content, and they had to make that the best piece of content they possibly could. And the second group was allowed to, or the second option was quantity. So the other group were marked based on the quantity of work they produced rather than the quality. And at the end of this week, the students submitted all of their work, and they were independently graded by somebody outside of the class. And she did this for a few years, and one thing that she noticed was that every single year, the piece that actually won the competition, if you will, or always got the highest grade, always came from the group that produced quantity over quality. And that really got me thinking. One thing I've noticed is a trend on this channel is there's one particular video I did at the very beginning, which was being lonely in your 30s. And that video had absolutely no production value whatsoever. I'd literally set up my phone camera in my car. I just finished shopping at Costco, and I just had words that I wanted to say. And that video has really taken off. Since I put that video out, I'd released 2 more videos which took up far more of my time. I went out, I was recording, I had a script, I guess, that I wanted to follow. I had scenes that I wanted to put in there, and the editing of that took days to get right. And every time I wanted to release it, I'd re-look at the edit and realise there was something else that was wrong with it, and it took me so much longer to put out. So what I'm noticing as a trend is that actually you guys that are watching these videos are far more interested in content like this, where I'm just sat here pouring my heart out, I guess, on camera. And so one thing I think I've taken away from all these lessons that I've put together over the last couple of weeks is that doing something is far better than not doing anything at all. My perfectionism holds me back to the extent where I would rather not do something if I don't think I'm capable of doing it to the point of perfection, which of course is impossible. So I won't do anything at all. I won't make any effort. And producing something, whether it's music or art or a YouTube video or TikToks, whatever it is that you want to do, that creative pursuit, photos, putting something out there, even if that's only 10% of your potential, is still infinitely better than putting 0% out. If you don't do the work, you're never going to see the results. Okay, so if you've got this idea that everything you need to put out needs to be perfect, it's not right. Nothing you ever do is going to be perfect. I'm enrolled on a course at the moment which has a kind of counselling aspect, I suppose, and I was saying to my mentor Mark that I always feel like whatever I do, I could do better, and he just said, yeah, you're right. And I was kind of shocked by that, but he said, even if you're a Nobel Prize winning scientist or a great in your field, like I don't know, I can't think of anybody at the moment, Martin Scorsese, he could still produce better content than he currently does. And what I find particularly inspiring about YouTube is that you can go back to, you can see someone's effective history from the time that they started their channel up until wherever they are now. And you look at those YouTubers that have millions of subscribers and tens of millions of views, and you go right back to their beginnings 2-3 years ago, and they started with really basic content, but the content that they put out was in larger quantity. And you can use that. It's far better if you have a month available to you. It's far better to put out some small amount of work than to put nothing out at all, because that then gives you some idea of direction. You can see what's working and what's not, and you can refine the process. This can be applied to literally everything. I've really let myself down lately in terms of my health, so I haven't been eating particularly well. I've started smoking again, and I'm not proud of those things. And I think that's because there's a part of my brain that says, if you can't have this incredible body and a six-pack and be full of energy, then what's the point of trying? But the reality is that me just smoking fewer cigarettes at the moment, or going out for one run a week or something, any small thing that you can do is better, infinitely better than doing nothing at all. So I'm putting this video out. It's really low quality. I'm sat in the home office. I've literally just got the camera up on a stand. I'm talking. It's unfiltered. It's unscripted. And it scares the crap out of me thinking that I'm going to put a video up like this for the world to see. But I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to keep doing it and keep sharing my insights of life with you. And I want to be honest and say that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with my life at the moment. But I think that's okay. And as long as I keep trying to find a direction, then eventually I will. And the same applies to you too. Don't let your dreams die. If there's something that you're curious about, something that you want to do, just dip your toe in the water. Just try something really small. You don't have to be the best at it. If you want to learn to play the piano, you don't need to be Beethoven. It's going to take a long time to get there, and that's okay. All you need to do is sit down in front of that keyboard, that piano, and start playing a few keys, and that's a start, and you build on that. So I think that's all I've got to share with you today. Again, I feel this pressure with YouTube that you have to put out a certain quality, a certain time frame as well. I just want this to be a short video where I'm sharing something with you and I'm just being honest, unfiltered, and I hope it resonates with you. So tell me in the comments. One thing that's really keeping me going at the moment is seeing how many comments I'm getting and how many people are in a similar situation to me. So comment, let me know what's going on. I make an effort to review all my comments and get back to you guys as often as I can. So keep me posted, let me know how your journey's going, and let me know what your plan is, what that small 10% thing that you're going to do is next. Thanks.